Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox. Today we are changing things up and reviewing something modern with Parkitect. The team over at Texel Raptor sent me a free copy for review since it launched on the Xbox Series X, where all footage was captured today. I'm a huge RollerCoaster Tycoon fan, the second one being my favorite game of all time, so I thought I might as well cover it here and check it out. But before we move into the review, I just want to thank my YouTube channel members for their support. Parkitect is a theme park simulation video game that was released early in 2016 on PC and has finally made its debut on consoles. If you've played RollerCoaster Tycoon or Planet Coaster, you know what you're in for. As a longtime fan of the RollerCoaster Tycoon series, I was interested in this game as soon as it was announced in 2016. I enjoy Planet Coaster and RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, but it wasn't the same when the coaster construction and management hopped over into 3D. I enjoyed the isometric view and hoped we'd get a revival, and that's what we got with Parkitect. And I've played the PC version before, and I think it does bring some fun things to the game while keeping the nice top-down view. For one, instead of placing down food stalls and gift shops, you actually need to build backstage areas. This is so employees have an area to deliver stock to shops and travel around. It also provides a place for employees to rest or for janitors to dump trash. It takes the back-of-house aspect into mind, and I find that intriguing. It gives the parks themselves realism. As someone who loves the design aspect of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, I think this works in hand with that, as guests hate to see the back-of-house and want to be immersed. You build buildings and trees to help hide it and make it look beautiful. The options here are great, and there's so many small details that make building in this game feel good. I love the color options of customization and the ability to raise and lower objects to wherever you need them. This is where the PC and console comparison comes into play. On PC, mouse controls give you an easier way to move the pointer and place things. On the Xbox, much of this must be kept in mind regarding the stick layout. For the most part, it's fine. You move the pointer with the left stick and the camera with the right. Selecting menus for building things and building rides are in a simple radial menu. But when you pick items and build paths, it's a mix of using the D-pad to select and move, which is a headache. The D-pad controls love to move all around, and when in menus, it's easy for it to get stuck in certain places, or reset to the top of a menu if you move it the wrong way. You do figure it out, but it never feels intuitive. It feels like a slog going through many items to select what you need. It also doesn't work well with coaster building. I already don't love the coaster building in this game. It's a mix of RollerCoaster Tycoon and Planet Coaster, but it doesn't feel as straightforward as RCT. There's much more nuance when selecting how far a bank turn goes or the length of every piece. I do think it's fun, but I do think coaster building has been done better. A lot of the times my coasters can look a little too jerky and not perfectly molded. You can get it down, but it's a process that's very finicky and requires lots and lots of time. It is a fun game though, and as someone who does love building coasters, I love anything that allows me to do it. This nuance is also better on mouse and keyboard, and on controller, you feel limited. There are some odd choices like making banking pieces tied to the right stick, which makes it hard to narrow down to the exact degree you need, or when you delete or select tracks, it never works perfectly, and you feel like you're hopping around all across the coaster, and it's never an easy selection. Once again, you get used to it, and I was building stuff, but the annoyances still pop up and can be frustrating in the middle of your game. One thing that could fix this is allowing mouse and keyboard support on the Xbox. But right now, I could not get mouse and keyboard to work, and you're stuck with the controller. So it's a game that only works for those needing a theme park fix and you don't own a PC. I say this because it is a fun theme park sim. I think they nailed design, and the backstage areas are a nice touch. The game has a cute, simplistic graphical style that makes the game welcoming. And I won't lie, I eventually got used to the controls, with some annoyances popping up, and I enjoyed my time playing it on Xbox. My only real issue with the game itself is not loving the coaster building, but that's probably just because of all my time with RCT2, and if you're new to the genre, this might be better. It's a solid game that I enjoy on the PC, but the controller on the Xbox can make it feel very cumbersome. It's manageable, but as someone who owns the PC version, that's just the superior way to play. It's only for die-hard theme park sim fans that don't have a PC. Otherwise, I'd say just get it on PC and you'll have a better time. It's a bit too annoying on the console to fully recommend until they add mouse and keyboard support. I had fun, but you can have a better time elsewhere. I want to thank Texel Raptor for sending me this key. I really appreciated it. I did have fun reviewing and playing this game. And that wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed this review, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And one more time, I want to thank my YouTube channel members for their support. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to keep up with the retro Xbox content. And I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.